Inhale halfway. Ooh, that's loud. Inhale halfway forward. Yes, and exhale, you bow. Inhale, halfway forward once again, and bring your hands to your shins. Okay, now lean forward. Good, and then lean a little back. Forward and back. Do you have blocks? Let's place our hands on the yoga blocks and just lean forward until the shoulders are right over the wrists. And press down on the inner forearms to the block. And then the inner armpit and upper arm is pulling up as if the armpit was deepening. Then with the outer upper arm and shoulder, draw back. Widen the collarbones and concave your back. Now, if you need to bend your knees, totally fine. Bend your knees. Good. Breathe. Good. Now bend your knees all the way and just reach your arms back. Draw the shoulder blades back. Ooh. Try to get your triceps to engage. Yes.
Can you explain what you mean by armpit deepening? I don't understand that direction. Thank you.
That's yes. Come on up to standing. Thank you for that question. Since we're dealing with shoulders today. Okay, so bring your arms forward like that. Okay, now reach out of the shoulders. You see how you're rounding? Okay, now when you draw the shoulder blades down, yeah, can you feel, put your hand there and see that the armpit is deepening? Yeah? Okay, so you can feel your armpits like that. Okay, and you can put your thumbs into your armpits like you had suspenders on and lift your chest. Yeah, do you see that they're lifting up? Okay, now reach your arms forward again. Okay, and now with your arms forward like this, lift your arms up. But only so much that the armpits stay deep and skinny, like they're long little rectangles, right? Unlock your knees and draw the pelvis up. Okay, and then lower the arms down. Okay, now when we have weight bearing on the shoulders, like plank, remember, we have to draw the shoulders into the socket. This is plank. However, and then the armpits are deep. So when we did Ardha Uttanasana, our armpits are deep, right? Because we have weight on the block. Okay, when we're not weight bearing, like when we reach arms up overhead, then we're actually turning the arm like this outwardly, externally, and then we're lifting the arm up out of the shoulder socket. Okay, this is how you move the arm safely. But if you move your arm with the palm is facing forward, you can see that the acromial joint here, it looks like a hanger, gets compressed. And this is when you bend the elbow, and when you do this, when the arm's up overhead and when you press the shoulders down, then you're pinning your acromial joint and you can really get pain in your shoulders. So when the arms are up, you want to reach through the arm. Okay. However, when your hands are in front of the shoulders, like a plank, then they're weight bearing, you press them down. Okay, does that explain, Nancy? Yes, good. So let me just show you briefly a little tiny picture. Here we go. Okay, so you can see here on the picture, it looks like a pear. Okay, when you have weight bearing, you want the shoulder down in the shoulder socket. Okay, when you are reaching arms up, you want to move them up out of the shoulder socket. This is the shoulder girdle. So but in order to do that, you have to turn the arm externally to avoid the acromial joint. If you just do that, you have a pinning of the shoulder. Ouch, ouch. Okay, that's why we turn the arms always like that. Okay, so when you have your arms behind you, yeah, the shoulder blades go down. They're not pinning, but they go down. And you engage your tricep. This is extension. Good. So lift your chest, arms back, engage your triceps. Widen through the collarbones. Good. Oh, my right tricep is. Okay, now you're reaching arms overhead. You turn the thumbs up and the pinkies down. Okay. And your shoulders are out of the sockets. Okay, now bring your hands to the blocks and lean your shoulders over your hands. Now, are the armpits deeper? Yes. And concave the back. This is like one-on-one on shoulders. Okay, step your right leg back, lower the back knee down. Good, inhale, coming to Anjaneyasana, sweep the arms up. Are the shoulders in the sockets? No. From the outer arms in, lift your frontal hip bones and reach, reach, reach. Good, exhale, bring the hands down and step into plank. Are the shoulders in the socket? Yes. Draw the ribs in, look forward, inhale, and then slowly bend the elbows and lower forward to the floor on the exhale. Point your toes. Bring your hands back underneath the elbows. Are the shoulders in the sockets? Yes. Now, inhale into up dog if you're practicing that now. Are the shoulders in the sockets? Yes, because they're weight bearing, so we're pressing the shoulders down. The gently draw the tips of the shoulder blades on your back down, but the chest is lifting up. Good. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now, are they weight bearing? Yes, they are, but they're over your head. So what do we need to do? We need to roll the outer tricep down, okay? And lift your ears in line with the arm. And press your inner forearm down into the yoga mat with the thumb and index ground. Breathe. Feet together, reach your right leg back and inhale from the inner right thigh. Exhale, knee to navel, shoulders over the wrist. Are the shoulders weight bearing? Yes. Get the foot forward, lower the back knee down. And inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms up. Wrap the triceps, outer right hip down. How do you get the outer right hip down? See how it's sticking up? Well, ground your weight into the right heel. And then try to spin your right thigh out without moving it. And see that the right hip goes down. That's right. Now, use the back leg. And now reach higher into the chest. Inhale. Wonderful. Hands to the floor on the exhale. Straighten the back leg. And hands under the shoulders. Pause. Take the outer right hip in and down from the back leg. That's right. Now keep your weight anchored into the right heel and move the outer right hip back. Now reach your arms back and widen through the collarbones. That's right. Now move your weight away from the right toes into the right heel. And then try to lower the right hip and press the left thigh higher. Oh yeah, work those musculars. Now look forward, lift your chest above the thigh. Gotta firm those glutes and then arms forward. Yes, stretch through the fingertips, through the wrists. Inhale. And then hands down. Now, move your blocks forward, press into the right heel and lift your left leg. Bend your right knee and take the outer right hip back. Coil the chest forward. Straighten the back leg, any amount. And are your shoulders over the blocks? Yeah, so good. Bend your right knee a little bit and then try to turn that right thigh out in order to lower the right hip down evenly with the left. So now the glutes are engaged. Point your back toe and lift your chest. You should feel it, like my glutes are like burning. Right hand to the right hip. And again, left hand to the heart. Good, right hand to the heart, both arms back, both arms forward, inhale, and hands to the floor, feet together, exhale. Forward bow, ground your feet. Inhale, ground your feet and reach arms up. Okay, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Let's try again. Inhale, arms up, Anjaneyasana, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Forward fold and bow. Inhale, halfway forward, get that chest to rise. Yes, and please step your left leg back. Back knee down. Good, inhale, arms up. How are your shoulders? So draw the outer left hip back and down. So that's the right hip, you want the left hip back. The front hip. Yeah. Is that the right one? That's the right one, yeah. Okay, now arms, look at your arms, they're like ballerina arms. Oh yeah, it's really hurting this. You see how that's all pinned? Yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to turn the arms forward, even if they go like this. Yeah, and then lift up from the shoulders. Good, hands down to the floor. Good, and then from here, take it through your vinyasa, step back. Inhale, lower forward, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale back. Okay, left leg, inhale, reach it back. Good, notice the weight on your hands. Can you firm the inner arms, forearms down into the yoga mat? Okay, draw the knees to the navel. Bring your shoulders where? Right over the wrist. You have to go way forward. Lift up and step your foot through. Lower the back knee down and come up on Anjaneyasana. Good, now again, you want the left hip down. Left hip down, that's right. And then arms up, tricep wrap. Good, how do you get the left hip down? Firm it in and back and down. As if the heel is steady and you're not turning from the heel or the knee, but you're trying to turn the leg out, then it lowers. Wrap the triceps, use the back leg for leverage. As you lift your frontal hip points, then reach arms up. Okay, hands down, straighten the back leg, hands on the blocks and pause. Good, take the outer left hip in and back. That's right, lift higher up. Breathe, that's right. Look forward, get your weight heavy into the left heel, walk your hands forward and lift your right leg. Point your back toe now. Okay, first move the shoulders into the sockets here when we're a little bit weight bearing. Okay, and now we want to balance. So imagine you have a little tiny Reiki infused selenite necklace from Carolina Goldberg hanging on your right toe. Move the hips back. Point your toe. Bend your left knee a little bit. And then bring your left thumb into the left hip crease. Bring your right hand to the heart. Left hand to the heart, both arms back. Both arms forward. Inhale. And hand to the floor. Exhale, feet together. And forward bow. Ground your feet. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to the heart. Great job. Take a hold of your yoga block and bring it behind you. Good. Hold it only with the hands flat. Not holding like that, like that. Yeah. Can you straighten your arms? Bend your knees. Much easier. right? Draw the weight back into the heels. Now lift your chest and straighten the arms. Ah. Okay, your tricep might cramp. Okay, back is straight. Rose. Rose is going down, down. Lift your chest, my dear. Up. Look at me. You're this way. Bend your knees. Okay, now reach your block forward. And reach, reach, reach. Okay. And lower it down. Okay. Take a yoga strap and bring it to rotate a cup's distance. So it's just a little less wide than your shoulders. Good. Okay, place it over the backs of your hands. Thumb is out, like you're doing that game, you know, but it's behind you, okay? And just start sideways. Lift your chest and draw the shoulder blades down. Good. Firm the thigh bones back. Draw the chin in. Good. Breathe here. Try to straighten the arms. And imagine the forearm, the inner forearm, pressing into the thumbs. Imagine the upper arm spinning out. And the armpits are deep. Take the chin back, navel in, and stand down into your heel bones. Lift your chest, break the strap. Elbows are bent, break the strap out. And breathe 5 breaths up into your chest. 4. 3, feet are wider. 2. Break, break, break. Break the strap. Yeah, one more stretchy. Good. Now where are you looking? Look forward. That's right. Okay, now step your feet wider apart for Prasarita Padottanasana C. Very good. Inner heels, inner shins are pressing down. Outer shins are pressing down. Inner knees, lifting up to the inner thighs. Outer hips to the outer heels. Lift the torso, inhale. And hinge over the hips, exhale. Draw the shoulders up, away from your ears, and then possibly over. However, I like you to lean into the mounts of the toes. Lift your shoulders up, just straight up to the ceiling, like not overhead. Bend your knees a little bit. Lean a little more forward, like you're about to somersault. But luckily, you're lifting your inner thighs up. And you're drawing the navel up and relaxing your diaphragm so you won't somersault. Now lift your shoulders higher to the ceiling, not overhead. And then straighten the arms by what? By engaging the triceps. Lengthening the biceps, forearms to the thumbs. Good, neck is relaxed and not involved. Arms are up towards the ceiling as much as you can imagine. Maybe this feels like they're to the ceiling, but they're a little bit overhead. So you have to readjust. And then if you feel comfortable, you can lift them up and overhead, okay? Reach your torso down, and this is a kidney adrenal release pose. See if you can get a little more release into the back body. That's right. Inhale, exhale. Good, bring your hands to your hips. Release the strap, hands to the floor, and inhale, coil your chest forward. That's right. Push your thigh bones back and reach your arms behind you. Again, imagine you had the block. Press the tops of the thighs back. Now there's a little button on your tailbone. Push it in and come up. Yay. Good, release your arms. Did you have the button? Okay. Now bend your right leg and turn it out 90 degrees. And then bend your left leg. Sorry, don't bend your left leg. Turn the right leg out 90 degrees. Pick up the back heel on an angle. Nice wide stance for Utthita Trikonasana. Arms out. Inhale. Into the hip. On the exhale, reach. And place your hand down to the block directly underneath your right shoulder. And then just notice the right shoulder is weight bearing. How do you move it then? You move the shoulder blade in, the top hand is still on the hip. That's right, and you're pressing the left side back and squish the right hip under you. Now lengthen the right sideways and lift your chin up a little bit. Get the whole outer back foot to press. Good, now send the top arm behind you, like straighten it, like as if you had it on the strap. That's right. Now turn your palm facing forward, like your face, and then send the top arm up. Good. Both shoulder blades are moving down and slightly apart. And you're trying to work that right hip in and under. Take a delicious breath into your heart, lift your chin a little bit. Now send the left arm forward in front of your shoulder and then over your ear. And coil the chest up. Yeah, keep working the right thigh, left hip. Look at your fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hand to your hip, bend your right knee. Come up and parallel your feet. Put the block over to the other side. Bend your left leg and turn it out 90 degrees. Good job. Pick up the back heel, place the heel on an angle. Arms out to the side. Sit hinge over the hip and go. Forward bow. Nice job. Good. Place your hand directly underneath your shoulder and breathe. And keep the top hand onto your hip. Good. You have a heel to arch alignment. And you're really trying your best to get the left hip more under you. Then lift your torso, lift your chest. And send the top arm straight back over your right hip. That's it. Draw the quads up. Now turn your right palm facing forward like your face. And then let's send the top arm up. Good. Take the outer left shoulder blade, tricep last down. Lift your chin just the slightest. Now send the top arm forward in front of your shoulder and then over your ear. Take your ribs in. Stretch through the top arm. Turn your heart open, little more. Breathe. Okay, bring your top hand back to your hip. And firm the feet. Inhale, come back up. And bend your left knee parallel your feet. Okay. All right. Thigh bones pressing back. Arms out. Lift your torso. Drop your sits bones. Inhale, lift your chest. Now bring your hands to your hips and drive the SI joint, the sacroiliac joint down. Coil your chest maybe. Look up now. And on the exhale, hinge and forward bow over your legs. That's right. Inhale, lengthen forward halfway. And on the exhale, bow down. Get your head towards the floor or to the floor. If you can, get your head all the way down. Yes. You can firm the forearms down into the floor and lift your shoulder heads up and apart because we are weight bearing. Then you can just float up if you want, a little tripod action. Okay, so paying attention a little bit to the shoulders today. And as you press the inner forearms down to the thumbs in the floor, draw what? The inner arm up and into the armpits. Correct. Outer shoulders, lifting up, navel in. Keep quite a bit of weight into your hands. That's right. A few more breaths. Inner thighs pressing back. That's right. Sits bones to the heels. Stretch your toes. Take 2 more breaths. One more. And legs out. Toes to the floor. Good. Inhale, halfway forward. Good. Exhale. Let's center the left hand on the block. So come forward, place your hand on the block and bring your right hand to the hip. Coil your chest forward, stack the shoulders. Send the top arm, the right arm, right over your right hip. Yeah, and turn your right palm to the right. And now press your left hand and then send the top arm up. But imagine that the left hand was stuck on the block and you wanted to lift it away from the floor. Inhale, lengthen, lift, and rotate. One more, lean more forward. Inhale, lift, and rotate. And then we set it down and we switch. Right hand to the block. Inhale here and exhale, stack your shoulders. Start with the right shoulder blade down, the thighs are pressing back. And then bring your left arm back, palm facing to the left. Good. And then send the top arm up. Good. Inhale, coil your chest forward. Lift and rotate. Head up, thighs back. 5 breaths. The bottom hand is stuck. Get a lift away from it. Get taller. Take your time. One more inhale, exhale. And then hands down. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway forward. Hands to the tops of your thighs. Push your thighs back. And then the button on the tailbone in and rise. Yay. Good job. Step or hop your feet together. Okay, how you guys feeling? Good. All right, let's do one more little thingamajig. Okay. Inhale, reach arms up. Forward and upright. Yes. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Forward bow. Inhale, halfway forward, Ardha. Good, and exhale, step back into plank. Okay. Where are the shoulders? Over the wrists. Okay. Lower your knees to the floor and look forward. Okay, spin your hands out a little bit and then come forward and down. 5 little push-ups, like you're reaching above the yoga mat. Okay, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and then downward facing dog. Let's look forward. Let's see if we can step or lightly float through to seated or just it. Okay, really nice. Let's sit on a yoga block. We're gonna do Marichyasana C. Okay, can you guys hear me? And have the other block behind you. Yay, very back to basics class today, but you might feel it tomorrow. So Marichiyasana C. Marichi, the Lord. Okay, bend your right leg. Place your heel a little wider or in line with the outer right hip. Flex your left foot. Right knee is bent, left arm comes up. Inhale, coil your chest. And if the right hip lifts up, that's fine. Exhale, take your arm in front of your thigh. Good. Now place your back hand, the back block. And lower the right hip down. Good. Now draw the left thigh bone into the hip socket, please. Left hip back. Inhale, lift the torso. And exhale. Imagine I'm coming. I'm taking your left waist and ribs. And I'm moving the organ body to the right. You like, stop tickling. Okay. Well, what's happening with the shoulders? The right shoulder blade down, the left shoulder blade down. That's it. Keep working. I want your left hip back, way back, Rose. Left hip in and back. Right hip forward. That's it. Inhale, lengthen, lift, and rotate. And then look forward and we release. Good job. Okay, other side. I couldn't take that out yesterday, honey. Have you seen how full it is? Okay, now we're gonna straighten the right leg and bend your left knee. Good. And now if we look at the right heel, the inner heel is pressing forward and the outer heel is pulling back. Draw the right hip in. Good. Reach your right arm up. Yay. Navel back. Get taller. Inhale. And rotate to the left. Bring your left hand onto the block and coil your chest up. Good. Push your left hip down. Draw the right hip back. Lift your torso on the inhale. Navel up and shoulder blades down. Exhale. Lift on the inhale. Lift. And rotate on the exhale. Coil your chest higher. Inhale. Zip up the belly. Exhale. Go, 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 go. Get into that upper back. Okay, look forward. And we release. Okay, so we have just a minute left or so. Let's do forward fold, Janu Shirshasana. Okay, so sit up. You can sit on the floor on a blanket and straighten your left leg and bend your right knee. Place the inner right heel to the right hip. Flex your feet. Good. Inhale, arms up. Good job. And turn facing the left leg. And then exhale, hinge and forward bow. So keep really flexing the right heel any amount. Good. And simply press the outer right hip down. Breathing and allowing. Can you push the right inner heel up? Karate chop the right pinkies down. Come back up on the inhale. Good, and exhale here. Good, take the right heel if you can, flex it like crazy and spin that heel up. It's not gonna move, but what happens is that it puts the right femur deeply in the hip socket. And then place the right heel on top of your left thigh bone, high up into the hip if you can. And if the knee goes down, great. You can forward fold, but if the knee is up, put the block underneath the knee, but put your right heel on top of the left thigh. Yeah, on top, but not sickling. I want the heel up, not the foot. And then bring a left leg more to the center line. Okay, inhale, and then forward fold on the exhale. Take 5 breaths. And if you can do the whole pose. 5 breaths. Okay, come up. Lift your foot off the side. Straighten your legs. Shake it out a little bit. And now take your left heel, flex the foot, and place it first to the floor, to the inner right thigh. Good. And press your inner right heel forward. Arms up. If you really want to have fun, you can lift the 4 corners of your kneecap upwardly. Yeah, inner kneecap, lower inner, out, inner, upper kneecap. Yes, inner, outer, lower kneecap, and outer, upper kneecap up evenly. Notice there's always one side that lets loose. Why is this important? Well, it really isn't, but the attention that we bring to it can make a huge difference in our consciousness. Learning to use the body as a meditational tool. And as we start to bring awareness to those specific areas, the body also receives this energy. It's all about energy. Okay, inhale up. And let's go ahead and lift your left heel on top, way on top of the right thigh, like on top, just on top. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. Let's swoosh it down there, okay? And if the knee is up, please support it and put the block there. But do flex your left heel. Inhale here. Either stay up. Here comes the puppy. Say no. Oh, is that a cat? That was a cat. And forward fold. It's a huge cat. And bow. All right. Oh, that feels good. So this helps actually adjust the sacral iliac joints. Oh my God, it feels so good. Okay, 2 more breaths. One more. And inhale up. And release. Okay, both legs straight. Arms up. Grab what you can. Inhale. And lift. And we bow on the exhale. Inner heels pressing forward. You can be the muse of your kneecap. Noticing inner, lower kneecap, inner, higher kneecap, outer, lower kneecap, left and right, and then higher outer kneecap. Relax your neck. Good. Inhale, come up. And exhale, come onto your back. So we take Shavasana, come on back. Lay down, cover yourself, and let's integrate all this information. Take a deep, wonderful inhale here. And on the exhale, let it go. Let go. Inhale fully. Beautiful. And exhale fully. I'm going to read a little quote today. Let's see what comes up. Yeah. Okay, we'll read Learning the Great Lesson by Hari Prasad Shastri. The most important thing in life is neither marriage nor a degree at the university, nor living in comfort at a plenty. It is the will to learn. Unless we learn great lessons in life, we vegetate and fail to accomplish the purpose of life. The region of consciousness is infinite. The sea of our mind is replete with priceless pearls. To live is to expand the horizon of our life and to discover the pearls of knowledge daily. I'll read one more. The Quest by Paul Brunton. The inner meaning of life does not readily reveal itself. It must be searched for. Such a search is the quest. When a man begins to seek out his real nature, to find the truth of his real being, he begins to follow the quest. The quest is a veritable re-education of the self, leading in its turn to a noble transcendence of the self. I'm going to read that sentence again. The quest is a veritable re-education of the self, leading in its turn to a noble transcendence of the self. Some come to the truth in a roundabout way. The quest is direct. The quest is spiritual mountaineering. I like that. All right, so stay on that mountain. A steady ascent, not veering too much from side to side. Reach arms up overhead, stretch back into your body. Give yourself a wonderful stretch and just notice the openness of your shoulders. Okay, the awareness in your body. And draw the knees to your chest, roll to your side, and make your way up to seated. Let's bring our hands in front of our heart and feel the practice in. Inhale and bow down to your sacred heart on the exhale. Lift your gaze, open your eyes, and namaste. Thanks, yoginis. We did Monday. Day. Okay.
Carolina, thank you so much. Oh my.
You're so welcome, Angel.
That was so
Love it.
amazing.